Stand up! Stand the fuck up!
Go ahead and fly whenever any of this can advise.
Get your hand up. Come for 21.
In a recent and heartbreaking incident, a man named Chad Christopher Doerman, 32 years old from Claremont County, Ohio, committed a horrific crime that shocked the entire community. Chad was married to a woman named Laura, who is 34 years old. The couple had a teenage stepdaughter named Alexis, believed to be 16 years old, and together they had 3 boys named Hunter, Clayton, and Chase, aged 3, 4, and 7. The family lived in a modest 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in New Richmond, a small town in Claremont County with a population of just under 2,800 as of 2020. Tragedy struck on the afternoon of June 15 when Laura, Chad's wife, made a distressing 911 call. She was screaming that her 3 young boys had been shot. Simultaneously, 16-year-old Alexis was running down the street towards the firehouse, yelling that her father was killing people. Witnesses observed Alexis's distress and also called 911. In response, numerous patrol cars were dispatched, and the firehouse personnel were instructed to go inside, likely to avoid alerting the shooter, Chad, that the police were on their way.
We've asked, that's the last place we've been told.
You show me your hands now! Stand up and walk towards us! Stand up now! Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
We got a visual in the mail. Not showing his hands, not following commands.
Stand up now!
Not showing hands, so we're following commands. His name is Chad Doerman. Chad Doerman.
I know, but we can't.
People need first aid, and he's not complying. You know he's a shooter, shoot him.
When officers arrived at the Doerman family home, they were confronted with a horrifying scene. 3 little boys had been shot, and Chad was sitting on the porch with a rifle, showing no concern.
Hands now! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up now!
Those guys confirm that there's people in the first aid, and that's the shooter. He's not complying.
I got it.
They have to show him the shooter.
Man, I'm trying to hurt nobody. You can put this over.
63, we're 21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I'm getting drugs real quick, but I'm going to be drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside.
It was reported that 2 boys were in the front yard and 1 was inside the home, though there is some discrepancy in the information. Regardless, all 3 boys were shot, and despite efforts to save them, were pronounced dead at the scene. The community and the Doerman family were left devastated by this unimaginable tragedy.
Respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just start a mass do respond.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard.
The police repeatedly told everyone to leave the area. They wanted the neighbors to go indoors. Despite the screams, likely from the mother of the deceased children, Chad remained composed and relaxed during the commotion.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
After the officers hold Doerman down and put handcuffs on him, he calmly asks if he can get up. He keeps saying that he won't harm the cops. He mentioned that it was a little uncomfortable, but assured that he wouldn't run away.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
When the police asked Doerman if anyone was in the house, he told them he was alone and his stepdaughter had gone to the fire department. It became apparent that Chad had planned this heinous act for months. He lined up his 3 young boys in the front yard, and while it is unclear which boy attempted to escape, Chad pursued and brought him back to the house, executing him. Laura, the mother, also tried to intervene and was shot in the hand. Subsequently, Chad callously shot all 3 of his children. However, the prosecution, considering the extreme nature of the crime, asked for an unprecedented $20 million bond, emphasizing the unimaginable trauma inflicted on the family, law enforcement, and first responders.
And he executed them in his own home with a rifle. They were ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother, at some point, grabbed the gun that father was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother.
During the court appearance, Chad displayed no emotion in the front yard after the murders, but presented a different demeanor in court. There was speculation about him requesting protective custody, indicating potential fear for his safety within the jail. The preliminary hearing was scheduled for June 26th, with the bond set at $20 million cash or surety.
I'm going to ask for a bond of $20 million. I hope I never need to request such a bond again.
Thank you. Date for preliminary hearing?
The date for the preliminary hearing, Judge, is 6/26.
This heartbreaking incident has left the community grappling with the incomprehensible cruelty of a father who turned against his own family, forever changing the lives of those involved. The wounds inflicted on the community, first responders, and the family will take time to heal, and the quest for justice is just beginning. How sad this story was. Just absurd that somebody is able to do such a thing. Thank you for watching. Please let us know what you think about this in the comments below. And since you watched so far, click on the video on your screen for another Bodycam case.